So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 31 of the Peterborough United career mode here on FIFA 23. I hope you're well. Well, it's almost summer in this save, and it's pretty much the summer now in real life, although you won't be able to tell because this room is covered in blackout blinds and the lighting in this room is terrible. But I got my summer shirt out, so I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling a bit better after the ending to last episode. Of course, it didn't start particularly well for us. But, yeah, big win at the end. So we had that really unfortunate 1-0 defeat to Sheff Utd to open things up. We then collapsed against Bristol City after being 2-0 up. We lost 3-2. But then a momentous 4-0 win away from home at Huddersfield, where we defended, well, we didn't defend brilliantly. Dan Bentley was absolutely on one. And we just managed to pick them apart when we could. So today's episode is the penultimate episode of the season, despite the fact we are in March. That is because we have 4 games in April and 1 game in May. So I'm just going to do all of those in the next episode, just so we can get through this season, as we have nothing really to play for. But today we start with a game at home to Hull, who battered us in this reverse fixture. And then we travelled to Birmingham before another away trip to Luton to finish the episode. If we have a look at the championship table, as you can see, we sit in 12th. We are 16 points adrift of the playoffs, but we're on 52 with 22 points adrift of, or 22 points clear, I should say, of relegation. So a nothing season for us. It would be nice to finish on more wins than losses. Nice to be on a positive goal difference. We have conceded the most goals in the division at 71. That is quite impressive. But the teams we're playing today: Luton 13th, Hull 16th, Birmingham 19th. So on paper, you would think we've got some winnable games, but you know how FIFA tends to be sometimes. If you are looking forward to this episode, make sure that you pop a like on there, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I suppose we should get this shindig on the way. Language today is proving tricky. So this is how our visitors' whole lineup for the first game of the episode. They're playing the same system as us, more or less. Matt Ingram in goal, back four of Christie, Elder, Greaves and Fleming. Doherty and Seri holding in the midfield for them. Williams out on the right, Teta out on the left, Adama Traore in behind Aliyar Sayad Manesh. And that's not too bad, to be fair. Stupinian Cynic as well in there for them. So a couple of decent options off the bench. A regen goalkeeper as well. We have gone for our usual lineup, but I'll just run through it with you. Bentley in goal, Smith, Knight, Edwards and Burrows at the back, Brady and Nezovic in the midfield. Nezovic up to 75, actually, I've just noticed. That may have happened before. Bakari, 74. Don't know why I'm going through the ratings. Estrada in the middle, Elias on the left, Garner up top. But that win against Huddersfield in the last episode, unbelievable performance. Bentley absolutely superb for us as Bakari muscles his way round. He'll have the strike and he'll score, you know. From that angle, God, it was that good. It's making me cough. Excuse me, I'll do my best to cut that out. Yeah, from that angle, it's very rare that you find the back of the net, but Bakari has muscled past his man, and it's probably because he's a bit further out from the byline, that he's got a bit of space to work with. He's fired that past Ingram and found the opposite side netting. God, that's properly caught me out. I need a drink. Out wide to Randall Williams, who's got by Burrows. Joining the attack is Cyrus Christie. Burrows has been beaten. Traore. Edwards gets a toe in. It will be a corner. Seri, the captain, across to take it for Hull, and it's up towards the near post. Oh my word, it's going to be if it wasn't for Robbie Rady, it would be a goal. Bentley caught in no man's land, and I'm not too sure who number 30 is for Hull, but the header over the keeper looks like Benjamin Teta. Yeah, the header over the keeper, who, as we said, was just all at sea, but thankfully Robbie Brady had the wear of mind to be on the line, and yeah, produce a goal-saving moment. Estrada, though, we've worked that nicely. Bakari, oh, that's fortunate, but we don't get those very often compared to the AI. We will certainly take it. The ball falls to Osman Bakari, and he can rifle that one into an empty net. Really well worked goal, but Estrada is, shot is blocked, but thankfully for us, it falls straight to Bakari, who one touch to set himself. Thankfully, Ingram is displaced from the original shot. Bakari says, thank you very much. I will shoot into an open net, and we could have been level moments ago, but now we are ahead. I had a drink last night, but I don't feel drunk still or hungover, as Nezovic has just bullied his way through. Oh, that's superb play from Ivan Nezovic. I was so tempted to go through and try and score with him, but then the defender committed. The pass to Estrada was there. It made absolute sense. That's superb play from the young Serbian. Really, really enjoying him now. The only criticism I have of Nezovic is that he's very slow. But other than that, he's solid in the tackle. His passing is improving. And, the sense of play there, the sense of awareness. He knew what was around him rather than go for glory, which I was tempted to do. We up the scoreline to 3. Estrada is on the score sheet. And it's looking to be a wonderful start to the episode, but let's see how things pan out. FIFA's never that simple, is it? Garner. Estrada could be in. Angel Estrada. Oh, he's just taking it too close to the keeper. Tries to get a decent bit of clearance from the defender as Nezovic again in there with the tackle. Absolutely superb. Try and get a ball in with Elias if we can. It's... Oh, what a finish that is. Estrada with his second. The keeper's flapping at that one. What a goal that is. How often do we score from a cross in this career mode? Not very often at all, I dare say. But Nezovic again starting the play, winning the ball back. Elias with a lovely ball in. He's found Estrada. And yeah, the keeper. I mean, it's a very good finish, to be fair. A really controlled volley. It's kind of side-footed as well. Perfect placement just above the keeper. Garner's done well to duck out of the original cross as well. Wonderful recovery from Nezovic. And again, we could be in. Estrada. It's over the top for Garner, who latches on. He has the strike, and it's a superb finish. And Joseph Garner's finally on the score sheet for this game. And that will certainly bring the points to Peterborough just under 10 minutes to go. A really good finish straight into the ground. Makes it so difficult for goalkeepers that. Judging the bounce, the momentum of the ball, Ingram is well beaten. It's in the corner. It's 5-0. That's a great ball. Lovely ball. Cynic is in behind it. And Edward Smith has done really well to stay with him as he looks desperate to get a corner in quick time, as if that was going to make much difference. But Traore with the ball in, and well, oh my word, it has made a difference. I take it back. Bakari's missed the header at the front post, and Aliat has snuck in. He's given Hull a consolation. We have conceded another goal this season, which is a little bit disappointing. It would have been nice to keep a clean sheet. Well, it's actually, I was controlling Bakari, who obviously wanted to go for the header, but then Smith has tracked his man. He's gone for the header. He's completely missed it, and it's hit Dan Bentley. That should be not going in. It should be a save, but FIFA and its animations. There you are. But oh well, we're still going to win this game, and we're going to win this game convincingly. But unfortunately, we've just conceded a goal. We have made a lot of changes. Well, I say a lot. We've made 3. Yeah, Koulibaly's on instead of Estrada. It doesn't even matter now. The final whistle's gone. I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop rambling. We've won 5-1. We've all had a wonderful time. Let's get on with it, shall we? Dominated the game as well. Right, so this is how our host Birmingham line up for this second game of the episode. And while they are playing a back 6. Wonderful. Etheridge in goal. On the right is Jordan Graham. A back three of Roberts, Dean and Gordon with Carbonic on the left. Sunjic in the base of the midfield. Chong and Bakuna in the middle of midfield. And then Cosgrove and Bramado up top. I seem to remember Bramado caused us quite a few problems in the reverse fixture. We've had to make a couple of changes because of international duty. And Bakari and Brady were both on international duty, so we've had to bring in Bender and Taylor straight in, just into those positions, no messing around with tactics or other positions or whatnot. So we've had to bring a car. I think Fuchs and Lowe are now on the bench as well. So a couple of changes had to be made. Hopefully it won't disturb us too much. Of course, Bender not had the best season, it must be said, but we'll persevere. We've been patient with a lot of these players, and we've seen the best of what they have to offer. So hopefully Bender can be the same. Nice little jigging behind there. And Estrada will have the strike, Oh, and he's tested Etheridge early. He's pushed that one round the corner, but they were quite happy to let us have the ball on the edge of the area there. As Estrada, oh my word, someone goes for their spectacular, and it's Knight who has the strike. It's taken a deflection, and it's gone behind, but that one was travelling. And Estrada with another corner, and it's aimed for Garner. I think Chong is the one who's there. Taylor down to Josh Knight again, who's proving a bit of an outlet at the back post, but now Birmingham can break as Cosgrove comes away with the ball. He gets it away from Burrows, as does Chong, and they've worked this quite nicely actually, Birmingham. And Chong tries to find, I think that must be Bramado in the middle, but Edwards is there to shut the door on them, and that's a nice ball. And, I tried to get that through to Estrada, but it was blocked off. Taylor can't quite intercept, and they're moving the ball forward with purpose, Birmingham, with a bit of speed as well, and that is a good save. I love it. I'm not too sure it had the strike. It was number 11. I'm not too sure who that is. The ball's played in deep, and Estrada can't really get there, but Garner can bring this one down. And we could try and bring this one away. We're going to switch this plate. Not as far as I would have liked. Taylor's just about kept that in our possession. That's not the greatest ball forward from David Bender, it must be said. But Estrada, has done really well to get back at that. That's unfortunate. Just been sold a dream there. And Smith will find Estrada, and now we can counter. There's a ball through the middle there, but the defender's done well to step out and close the door. And I think that's going to be offside. It is, yeah. That's superb. And a great header away, and Estrada has got pace to burn, and he could get away from Nico Gordon, and he has. And Estrada is going to try and play that one across, and that is sweaty, but we don't care. We take the lead. It is Elias who's grabbed the goal for us, but it's all about the plate from Angel Estrada. Really settling into this side now is Estrada. Absolutely superb from the young Spaniard. A long way to go, but I thought I'd just overrun it with that touch, and when Etheridge started coming out, I was like, oh, for God's sake, but just about managed to get the pass away. And it had enough momentum on it to find Elias at the far post unmarked for the easiest goal he'll score this season. And we take a lead on our travels in the mid-country, but is that even a thing? Who knows? Cosgrove is in there, and he's having the strike from distance, and again Bentley has to be alert to turn it around the post. Cosgrove certainly proving their most dangerous outlet so far in this game, as they aim again for the penalty spot, and it's a good header, and it's just wide. I think it's Harley Dean who's got his head on that one, and Bentley certainly was scrambling. But they're quite low in the table, Birmingham. I think they're like 19th, but they play really good football, moving the ball about quickly, making use of the space. That's a great tackle from Knight. We'll turn and find Garner. Estrada. Elias. He's managed to get past his man. Elias. Garner. Oh, it's a wonderful block. Otherwise, surely that would have been 2-0. A couple of minutes added on. Hopefully we'll get this one away. We don't. They do hang on to it for now. Bakuna into Cosgrove. Finds Bramado, who turns and has to strike. And again, Bentley has to be aware They're hitting these strikes with some venom, Birmingham. Thankfully for us, they're all pretty much outside the area, which is allowing time for Bentley to adjust and get a save on it. It is half time, and that tiny corner of Peterborough fans are enjoying what they're seeing at the moment. Elias with the goal that's made the difference, but Birmingham is certainly not out of this game yet. It's good football from Birmingham. Graham forward, Burrows needs to get out to him if he can, and he does for now. Stops the initial block and comes away with the ball. Very good defending from Harrison Burrows, and he's got a long way to run here. And Estrada can pick up this ball. It's a good pass into Garner, who's got some space, and he's away from his man. And he will finish this time. Etheridge not stopping him on this occasion. And a lovely back to front goal in a matter of seconds. And Garner has his 34th, 35th goal of the season. Absolutely superb. Again, if we manage to hold on to him this summer, I'll be completely amazed. But yeah, lovely touch to get away initially from, or get around. I don't think that's Harley Dean. I'm not even sure who that is. Oh, it's Roberts. There you go. But yeah, left in for dead. Etheridge doing all he can to make himself big. But that's not going to stop the Championship's top scorer from finding the back of the net. It is 2-0. And it could be another 3 points on our travels. Over. Good ball to Smith. And we've got space to run into here. We've got a lot of space to run into here. And it's Estrada. And that was one of the simpler goals we're going to score in this career mode. No idea where the Birmingham defence was. They just backed off and off and off. And that was really rather too easy, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, Etheridge doesn't look bemused, but Smith allowed to run so far. We've got so many people in gaps. Taylor could have quite easily taken that on himself, but Estrada's in the area on the penalty spot in acres of space. Seems stupid not to feed him the ball. It's 3-0. Like, sort of pump it forward to him. Oh, he's got the wrong side, Burrows. And Graham's in behind. And he's had the strike. And it's fairly easy for keeper to collect. Estrada play it through. And Garner should be in behind here. And he is. And Joseph Garner will make it 4. And that will be game over. If it wasn't already. Garner with his second. Estrada and Garner forming quite the partnership. Almost reminds me of a certain Garner and Clark Harris. Oh, speaking of Clark Harris, I've got something to speak about after the game. I made that substitution for Estrada about 20 minutes ago in game, and it's only just gone through. But we brought on Koulibaly, as you can see here. Oh, that's not a foul. But that would be that, I'd imagine. And indeed, it is. The full-time whistle goes. 4-0 it is to Peterborough. I promise I'm playing this on the same difficulty that I have been playing it for the last few episodes where we were getting battered. That's just how momentum and this game swings for you sometimes. But 5-1 in the first game, 4-0 in this one away from home. It's you're not going to get many more comfortable games than that. But what I was saying about Clark Harris. So in real life, I'm recording this Saturday the 27th. And yesterday, I saw that thing that Peterborough released about their retained list and all the players they've put up for sale. Absolute madness. Clark Harris, Cranky Kent, is a decent player, but on this, obviously, career mode got stiffed because of an injury. Josh Knight was on there, Norburn, Fuchs, Ben Thompson, Christy Pym. Like, so many good players. And I'm a Reading fan, and we've just been relegated to League One. I'd easily take like Clark Harris and Fuchs, and maybe even like Josh Knight. Like, absolute no-brainer. It's just like, that is an interesting call, but there you go. Anyway, let's have a look. What's these? Oh, Jack Taylor. Hey, he's growing up to 73. Nice. He's done growing for the season though, so we'll just leave him as is. But nice little bit more growth from Jack Taylor. Oh, and Burrows has grown up as well. Oh no, he was 74. He's just finished his development plan, has he? Okay, we'll get him as an attacking wide back then if that's only 4 weeks. Very good. Well, hopefully we'll see a bit more growth from him for all the seasons out. Right, some scout reports from outward contract players. But I will see you for the last game against Luton. So for the final game of this episode then, Luton line up like this again, playing a back six, but that didn't stop us against Birmingham. Macy is in goal for them, Bree on the right, Osho, Burke and Lockyer in the middle with Doughty on the left, Alan Campbell holding for them, Berry and Mpanzu in the middle of midfield with Cornick and Adebayo up top for them. Oh, Knight's going walkies, but thankfully Taylor can get on the end of that for us. And Panzu makes a run forward. It's Cornick into the area, and well, that's a lovely finish from Adebayo. The first time strike catches Bentley by surprise, hits near post. Questionable goalkeeping again. The animation certainly not ideal, but yeah, Knight's just gone walkie. Well, he didn't even go walkies. He just stood there and watched the ball go past him. Bentley, maybe he came in rather quick. You know, Bentley, we try and make any excuse possible, but you know, I don't want to keep blaming the game for terrible animations because everyone knows that this game isn't great. But hey ho, Cornick got Burrows for company down this left hand side, twisting and turning. It's round Berry, and we need to get ahead on that. And Knight just about does, ahead of Adebayo. And can we break? Garner needs to make me a run, and has, to be fair, and that could be a pinpoint ball from Estrada. And Garner has duly applied the finish. And these two combine again. It really is reminiscent of last season. Garner this time putting them away rather than Johnson Clark Harris. But Angel Estrada is becoming such a good playmaker in the middle of the park for us. Timed and played to perfection the ball over the top. Just in the right space. Not too much power on it. So it allowed Garner to run on it. Take it in his stride. I thought Macy might come and try and sort of narrow the angle. But thankfully he stayed on his line. It allowed Garner the time and space to get the cross, or to get the ball under control. Taylor just couldn't get the ball under his spell properly there. But it is half time and it is 1-1. It's a good game, this one. Luton certainly putting up more of a fight than Birmingham will hold it. That is for certain. Little ball roll from Adebayo, but Edwards not taking any of that. Stood up strong. Bakari looking to play in behind Garner. And he could be there. Joseph Garner. And we'll have the strike, you know. Oh, and he's done the same as Bakari did in the first episode. He's managed to find the gap from such an acute angle. And we've turned this game around after being 1-0 down. The Peterborough fans are ecstatic in the corner. Could a late promotion charge be on the cards? I sincerely doubt it. But I just didn't know what to do here. And as we got closer to goal, I thought, just go for it. I was seeing if Elias was going to... Seeing if Elias was going to make space at the far post. He didn't really get free of his man. Estrada kind of got into the area, but didn't seem to be like a clear pass to him. But Garner finds the back of the net. Let's cut back, and that's really well. Oh, no, Edwards, what have you done, man? Oh, thank God. Adebayo has put that wide. I think Knight charging at him might have slightly put him off, but Edwards can breathe a sigh of relief. Koulibaly comes forward here. Play Taylor in, and Taylor has the strike, and Taylor is going to have a goal. I thought he was offside, to be perfectly honest. Lovely little footwork there from Koulibaly. Really good to see him get involved. I've been bringing him on as a sub so much because I want to get him involved and see what he can do. But yeah, lovely little piece of footwork. But by the time he played it, I thought he was offside. But Taylor has the strike. And well, Macy maybe just didn't set himself in time. It was fairly central in the goal from Jack Taylor. But yeah, he has his goal. And justifying perhaps his starting place ahead of Robbie Brady in the next few games. But we, yeah, have well and truly turned this game around. It is going to be 3 wins from 3 in this episode, which is a huge sigh of relief given how wild our season has been. That's a good save from Bentley. Yeah, just how, the keeper's up. Just how, yeah, mixed and just inconsistent our season has been. Oh, Koulibaly just can't get the ball off him. But that is going to be the final whistle. A 3-1 win on our travels. It's certainly seeming to be that away from home at the moment. Luton had the better of the game as well. playing away from home is proving rather fruitful for us at the moment. Swansea pick up a big win on their travels as well. But that's just about a perfect episode, if you ask me. A 5-1 win, a 4-0 win, and a 3-1 win. And what does that do for the Championship table? Puts us 8th. 15 points clear. 15 points adrift of the playoffs. So, yeah, we would have to win all our games. Preston and Sheffield United would need to lose theirs. So it's not going to happen. If we could be the best of the rest, though, that would certainly be ideal. We scored 87 goals now. Can we get to 100 before the end of the season? It'd be interesting to see. We are, blimey, 26 points clear of relegation. So, yeah, we will wrap up the episode. I'm wrapping up the episode now. We will wrap up the season in the next episode. We've got, 3 home games and 2 away games. We'll play the away games, and then I imagine we'll probably play Brighton and Sim. So we'll start with a Sim. I haven't looked at the table yet, but we'll start with a Sim, play the 3 games in the middle, and finish with a Sim. And that's how that will go. So, if you are looking forward to the end of the season, and if you have enjoyed this episode, of course, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the sunshine, I certainly am. And I will see you in the next one.